sunny spring day, quite warm in the sunshine, but still pretty chilly in the shade. And we're in the garden, and this is about some birds we saw overhead, on the wing. A buzzard circles the cool blue, then a second, now a third. All is tranquil in the brilliant sunlight. Without warning, a dogfight, close-quarter combat, beaks, talons, parry and thrust, momentarily engaged, falling, together, falling, until, swooping away, regaining height, to dive and attack again. Equally matched, 3-4 times they clash, before one beats an honourable retreat. And all the while, overhead, a kestrel hovers on angel wings.
Hi, my name is Richard Wood. For some years I was a happy member of Ryedale Writers until I had to give up when I was taken quite ill. So I'm very grateful to David for inviting me to make a contribution to your lockdown video series. The piece I'm going to read is called By the Lake. We'd come 40 miles from the main road. With every bend the track got rougher, the forest darker, until we were bumping from rock to rock. Round every bend the trees crowded closer, until it seemed we were driving into night. Then the lake. We had been promised it. Round one last bend, right in your face. A most stunning view. We came out from the claustrophobia of 40 miles of unremitting treescape onto an open bluff under the sky and above the lake. I parked the car, and we gazed across the sunlit blue water to dazzling snow on the mountains. There was not the slightest breath of wind, and a wisp of white cloud stayed as still as a scarf across one mountain shoulder. As we stepped from the car, I gasped. There was one thing we had not been prepared for. The lake and the intensity of its blue, yes. The mountains, yes. With their sun-dazzling snow, yes. But the silence. No one had mentioned the silence. I met Robin's eyes, and they were wide with my own astonishment. It's deafening, she whispered. I took her hand, and we tiptoed to the lake edge. Not a wavelet, not a ripple, not a tremble of breeze in the grass, not a squeal from bird life, not a cheep or a squeak from even the tiniest of animals. The sun was hot, and Robin nodded towards a section of woodland along the shore. We crept into the shade, pushed overhanging branches aside, and found flattened scrub, an animal highway. Unthinkingly we followed it, still struck by the silence. It's quiet, I said, on Arden Moor, above Hornby. It's peaceful, said Robin, on Penny Vant in the Beacons. But we've never heard silence like this. We were still whispering. And that was when we heard the noise. A twig snapped in undergrowth ahead, cracked like gunshot into the silence. It was Only then I realised how far we had strayed into the wood, and it was a Canadian wood, rough and dense, deep and dark. Another twig snapped. We hardly had the split second it takes to do a startled jump before a low, deep grumble followed. It was a guttural, growly, warning grumble. The guttural, growly, warning grumble of something waking up. Something big. Something cross. Something decidedly stroppy. Something near. A siren screeched. My head hammered. Blood rushed through my head. Panic surged from every pore. My mind screamed to think of the rules. The rules. The rules. What were the rules? Through the din of that screeching siren, I could only think of the don'ts. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't run. And for God's sake, don't try climbing a tree. A bear can climb a tree faster than you can grab the lowest branch. Speak quietly to her. Make eye contact. No, do not make eye contact. Get the hell out of there, but do it slowly. Walk backwards. Either Robin was miming, or my ears were full of pounding blood. To the lake, I mouthed. Get back to the lake. I knew we'd tripped and stumbled clear of the bear's trees when my siren started to wind down from ear-splitting screech to dying moan. Muttering rebelliously, the bear went back to her cubs. I could hope that soon my heart might beat normally again, and beyond the din I began to hear the silence of the lake and its mountains. It's lovely here, said Robin, but maybe we won't camp. No, I agreed. It wouldn't be right to disturb the peace. We turned the car and slipped away.
We're back in the COVID poetry shed. The cue. When this is all over, a new order shall be decreed. Nurses, carers, doctors, pharmacists, ambulance crew, fire crew, police, refuse crew, shop assistants, delivery drivers, farmers, teachers. The rest of us get in line at the back, keeping a respectful distance.